Coming to you live from the White Picket Studios in Houston, Texas, this is the Realty Ruckus. If you are in any way, shape, or form involved in the real estate industry, this is the show for you. And now, your host, Alan Hernandez.
Welcome to the Realty Ruckus out of the White Picket Realty Studios. I am your host, Alan Hernandez. Sitting next to me, your producers, David Bonilla, Gibran Hernandez. We're here to make sure that your real estate business is growing right alongside with us. We're on every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. And we love to hear all of your feedback, your likes, your dislikes, your hearts, your angry faces. We want them all. Drop them down below. Make sure you drop your comments and share this with anyone out there in the real estate industry who could benefit from just talking some shop today, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, speaking of talking shop, I got a chance to hang out this week at the Caffeinated show. I don't know if you guys
saw
caught
that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Man, it's a really good concept. I'm a little jealous because they came up with a awesome idea, and you know, every time I see an awesome idea and I didn't come up with it first, it makes me jealous.
Okay.
But no, man, we went to this place called what is it? Blendon over in Sugar Land. I've never been there before, even though it's 10 minutes from here. And is
it just a coffee shop?
It turns out to be one of the coolest coffee shops I think I've ever been to.
What makes it so cool?
They have first off, just the setup, the decor, the coffee, it tastes amazing, and they do their own roasting there. They have like a roasting room, which is really neat because you get a chance to see it through
so
it's glass.
Fancy schmancy, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty fancy schmancy, and then they also have like a portion where we hung out, and they have pictures, just like photography.
Yeah.
That
so someone it's a small gallery in there.
Yeah, it's like a cool little gallery of just coffee stuff or coffee related pictures. Man, it was just really awesome, and I had a good time. And through that, I got a lot of support for this year's campaign for the HAR Board of Directors. So I want to thank everyone out there who has posted on my wall or just gone on our page. And I'm getting a lot of text messages from people that are like taking screenshots of them saying, "Hey, I voted for you," and they'll send it to me. Yeah. And man, it means a lot. So thank you guys out there who are doing that. I really, really appreciate it. When I was at the Caffeinated show, they asked me, one of the questions was, "Hey, you know, how is it to go live?" And I remember there was a time because I did like a little live preview like prior to the show starting, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember there was a time I used to go live like 2 to 3 times a day. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, yes, I do remember that.
Every day was a new season.
Every day, man. And
They were shorts though. They were like 2 or 3 minute shorts.
Real short videos. Yeah. And it really catapulted a lot of the audience building that we were working on building, and it helped just get a lot of exposure, not just for myself but for the company overall. And I really enjoyed it until the day that I met a troll. And I was telling them yesterday.
Yeah, I remember
none of this was. It was all fun and games until I get somebody who emails me or actually texts me through Facebook, and everything about what they were saying was threatening. I think they were saying something. I remember them saying something like, "I know where you live. I'm after you. I'm gonna take you down." Like,
well, I remember it said because you came and you showed me and you were like, "Hey man,
insane.
Are you messing with me?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, I'm not." And he goes, "No, not for real though. If you're trolling me just to make be funny, tell me because I'm freaked out." And I was like, "Well, show me." And it was really creepy. It was this guy, and he was like, "I know all of your secrets, and I will expose them.
Oh my God.
I know where you live, Alan Hernandez. You better watch out." And we couldn't find any connection to how this person would ever be connected to us in any way, shape, or form. But it was scary.
Yeah,
it freaked me out.
I think he posted on a forum.
He did. He posted a thread.
Yeah. That I had, and he said something about how I had, I guess at some point denied him on a loan or something. I don't remember exactly what he said. But I mean, we look back through all of our records. We never met with this person. Never even talked to him. And then we start looking through his Facebook page, and everything that he has is just really awkward, like threatening, really, really weird, like violence type stuff. So immediately we blocked him, and we just didn't think about it enough to go out and make a police report.
Well, you blocked them, but you stayed off of social media for probably a good 4 weeks.
Yeah.
In 4 to 6 weeks, I remember you were quiet on social media. Yeah. It was like we better stay away. We better watch out. And I had a troll too one time.
Yeah,
it's actually a local attorney here who was trolling me.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
I made a funny post on Christmas time about Santa Claus. I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
and it was so. All the women in our office actually liked it. They thought it was hilarious.
It was something about sitting on Santa's lap. I remember.
Yes, there was something about sitting on Santa's lap, right? Yeah. And I forget what it was, but all the women in the office were like, "Ha ha ha, that's hilarious." He's like, "That's not funny to make a joke about sexual molestation." I was like, "Whoa, like there you go, you're taking this too far."
The joke was never about that.
But then he started going into all the groups and posting about that and saying, "Oh, look at this is what Jabron and Allen believe. This is what Jabron and Allen say." I was like, "Oh my god!"
And then he started tagging me and saying, "How can you stand for that?
Yes.
How can you have a business partner that says and does this kind of stuff?" And sending me emails and
he was so angry, and we had to block him, thankfully, and I do recommend that. But here's what's crazy: at least on Facebook, you can block someone.
Yeah.
Recently, a realtor out of Huntsville, Alabama, which is where NASA's located in Alabama. It's a nice, really beautiful city, upscale. She went on a forum. And all of a sudden, she sees this post. It's called homerecords.com, apparently, the website. And it's about like...
She's a home wrecker.
She's a home wrecker.
Wow.
And she goes on there. She finds herself on there. And this lady who says, I was a client of hers. She was representing me and showing houses. I showed up to a house that we were supposed to be looking at. And I caught her and her husband having sex on the living room floor.
Damn.
And she's like, whoa, that's not true. Well, eventually... it was exposed. She came out and admitted, no, it wasn't true. The other person exposed who it was. But she spent $100,000 in legal fees to figure out who the heck that person was, on top of the fact that her reputation as an agent was destroyed in trying to save her reputation.
And she estimated that she lost another $200,000 just in income.
Potential income that she lost.
Potential income in business that she lost because of this one troll that went in there and said that. And this reminds me, I don't know if you remember this, BB, there was a person or a team leader or a broker a few years back that went on our page on Google and wrote up a negative review. Anyway, we have to take a quick commercial break, but we'll continue talking about trolls and how they affect our business now.
And we'll talk about the biggest troll of them all.
We'll talk about all the trolls and the biggest troll of them all when we get back. Stay tuned. You're on the Realty Ruckus.
Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you are interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-15.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube, where if you chat with us live during the show, we can answer your questions live on the air. Now, before we went to break, we were talking about internet trolls and the effect that they can actually have on your business. And it's pretty scary. I mean, you look at this lady, she fought for almost 2 years trying to fight this troll off. Finally, the troll admits, yes, I'm trolling you, and I'm sorry.
Why'd she do it? Did they say why she did it?
No, she's just a troll.
She just was a troll.
And you want to hear something really creepy?
Yeah.
In 2017, so 2 years after this whole incident, that troll went to jail for 4 years for kidnapping.
Whoa.
So something's not right in the head
person.
with that troll.
Yeah.
But to this day, that realtor has not been awarded any type of damages.
Yeah.
So even though she won the case against her, she hasn't been awarded any kind of damages.
You can't take money from someone that has no money.
Yeah, and if she's in jail for 4 years for kidnapping, chances are she doesn't have a secret stash at home of a couple $100,000. She might own a little bit of her own stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's really, really scary. You have to really be careful, and I think you did the right thing when you had your troll. Block them immediately. Yeah. Get away from it. Don't engage in it, because I think one of the things that really hurt her, she engaged back and forth and pushed it to the point where the troll started telling people that she was a meth head and that she had a methamphetamine problem. And look, here's the problem with the internet. It doesn't matter how trustworthy you are. Half of the people will believe the troll. Half of the people will believe you. And so you're in a situation where you're better off walking and stepping away from it.
Absolutely. And you know, that's what's crazy, is that everyone behind the screen can say anything they want, and there's always someone that's going to believe it. So it's creepy, it's scary, it's something that we have to watch out nowadays, considering that we spend so much time on social media and that so much of our life is so public out
Absolutely. There. And you know, Leo makes a good point. You have to know that if someone has time to be on a troll account, they don't have very much to do.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of free time on their hands. And chances are, if you're trying to run a business, they're going to outbeat you when it comes to who has more time to sit online and troll. So don't engage it. He says block and report. I think that's the best thing that you can do. You can maybe put out a message and say, I don't know what this is about. It's obviously not accurate. I'm not even going to engage with it. I honestly think she made a poor decision by engaging in it and taking it to this lawsuit.
And then arguing online. And when you argue online, people always chime in, and they start taking sides, and they start just being part of the juice, just getting in there, getting into the drama, and I think people really enjoy that. So not giving them that time a day it's the important part of that.
Absolutely. So what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and I want to switch topics
to the biggest troll in the nation.
And I want to talk about the biggest troll in the nation. The #1 troll in the whole country.
The troll that we talk about all the time here.
That trolls the heck out of real estate agents by taking their listings, generating leads using their listings, and then selling them, their listings, their pictures, their descriptions, everything to a T, and then selling them back to them. We're talking, of course, about Zillow. Now, I'm going to say something that I never thought we would say on this show. And I'm going to say something that in a million years I didn't think I would say. I think Zillow has finally done something good for real estate.
For the agents.
Yeah, something good that can actually change real estate for the positive, and it kind of blows me away. I want to talk a little bit about the extra business model that they've been adding, and I want to present why I think that this is actually revolutionary, and if they continue to go in this direction, it will actually be more profitable. Agents will not hate them for it. Actually, agents will like them if they do this, and they'll have a business model that works. So
have you noticed Zillow has tried everything though?
Oh yeah, they're trying whatever they can.
Like they're just like, all right, we're not going to make a lot of money, and agents don't really like us, and we don't have any friends. We're like the worst troll in the nation, so we're going to try to buy houses instead. And they rolled out this whole program on how they were going to make offers.
And we still don't know how that's going to do. It may or may not work. I think this, if they keep rolling with it, will work.
This sounds pretty smart.
So one of the most giant frustrations that agents have is when they have someone who wants to go look at an apartment. Because 9 times out of 10, you don't even freaking get paid. They'll find a way to scurry around and be like, oh, well, sue me.
We were just talking about that because we just had 2 agents who went out, spent time, showed the apartment, got everything submitted, the lease, everything gets done, and they're expecting their paycheck, and then the apartment's like, nope, sorry.
Or you have to wait 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road for them to pay you.
I think that's even more frustrating. Them not even saying nope, sorry. Them saying we'll pay you, and then stringing you along until you never get paid.
Oh yeah, we just got a check, literally from an apartment complex that was written in March according to them, was written in March. And it's got a March date on the check. It's July right now. That's 4 or 5 months that we've been waiting for that check. That's a big frustration. So a lot of agents choose to not work with apartment complexes, period. And you have people who specialize as apartment finders and whatnot. But the apartment industry, for the most part, is not centralized. You can go to apartments.com, but it's really inaccurate. The data is not updated very well.
Right.
And overall, it doesn't let you submit applications through there. It doesn't let you pay your rent on there. It's just this is where you find apartments, right?
Yeah.
Well, Zillow is saying, let's centralize this. Let's get apartments to all get onto our platform. You put one application, we can send it to multiple apartment complexes, which helps a lot of people because that way they don't have to pay $35 here, $35 there. And some places are $45. I've seen a $75 application fee.
Yeah,
so
I would say mostly it's $50 nowadays.
Oh, so now it's $50. That's a lot when if you're going to apply to 4 or 5 apartments, it's $250.
Yeah.
So now you can apply to multiple ones through Zillow. And once you get accepted, you get moved in, Zillow can collect your rent for you. So you go on Zillow.com, pay your apartment rent, and that's it. They send it automatically to the landlord. And I think that's really cool because to me, what I see Zillow doing, they're going to collect all these people who they know are living in apartments. And then they're going to say, when are their leases coming up? And when they're about 4 to 3 months out of their lease coming up due, they're going to sell those leads to agents. Now, that is a huge benefit to agents. Why? Because those are leads that we previously didn't really have good access to. Unless you had an in with an apartment complex, you don't know when people's leases are expiring. Now they'll have direct access to that. And in the meantime, they're providing a very simple platform to submit applications to probably help the agent get paid through those applications. They really want to be a good service provider. And now they're selling real leads that they generated, not that they stole, not that they used. Not off the backs of realtors.
That's right.
Those are real leads that they generated. Oh, yeah. So I think it's a phenomenal idea. I hope that they continue to build this out as opposed to all of the other mess that they've been building out. What do you guys think about it?
I love that. I love the idea that now they are actually a self-generating lead generating machine that then turns around, sells those leads to agents who will more than happily pay for those leads, and they'll either pay some sort of package deal or they'll pay a referral fee in exchange with, that sort of system exists nationwide with many other companies.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's very profitable for those companies to do that. However, the old way of doing things, and I mean, we just go back to the fact why they're the biggest troll is taking our leads and selling them back to us. That's what I don't like. So seeing this is a huge change in the right direction, in my opinion.
Oh, big time. And I think that they could probably continue to sell those leads to people already using their program. But now I'm still going to use your listings because that's my primary business model. But you can hate me for that, but I am going to provide you with good, hot leads from people whose apartment leases are coming up, who might be looking to either lease a home or purchase a property. Now, one thing that they could even do better, since they've got all the background checks, they could actually request to release that information, maybe not give you the credit score, but have like a qualifying score, like this person is likely to be able to purchase a home. They have a high credit score. They have good income.
They've had on-time payments through our portal.
Their payment portal says that they never paid late their rent. This is somebody who's really likely to qualify and then sell high quality.
And I mean, honestly, if
leads.
Zillow could even identify those people and says, I mean, reach them on the platform when they're going to pay. It says, hey, it looks like you might be qualified to buy a home.
That would be even
Should we
better
connect
right
you with
there.
a lender and a realtor?
Oh, yeah. That would be
amazing.
phenomenal. And I just think that for once, Zillow has actually done something that I don't see anybody else doing. I don't see apartments.com tries, or it definitely tries, but it's not this. And it's not looking for how do I help realtors. It's just looking to take advantage of a space that no one else is in. No one else is really centralizing apartment complexes, and that's what they are. But they have no quality control, man. You go on there, you see things that say that they're available. You call, and the apartment complex is like, oh, that unit hasn't been available for 3 years. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, here's the one thing, though, that I did see when we were reading the article is that basically property managers and landlords whose buildings have fewer than 50 units will be able to sign up for this service. So it's not going to be, I guess, like major apartment complexes. But I would love to see them move into that space. And maybe they're just testing it out. Maybe they're just starting out small. But I think it's really going to hit off when it goes.
They want to start with a couple mom and pops, get the kinks worked out, because mom and pops are more forgiving with the kinks.
That's true.
You look at a company like Sync, they really go after like the agents directly because they know they'll put up with a little bit more than Keller as a whole. They're not going to put up with any crap. I mean, the day that the site goes down, Keller's blowing you up going, you get it back up there or we're going to shut you down or you're going to owe me money.
Yeah.
So I think they're probably going to try to launch their platform with the mom and pop apartment complexes, smaller local places that are willing to deal with the kinks. And once they've got it really figured out, then you go to a couple of the big apartment companies and you say, hey, let me get into your 20 or 30, 40, 50 complexes you have. All of a sudden, that's a very
people your way because I have a huge presence online already. So we're going to cut your marketing budget down. And in exchange, we're going to do this.
Absolutely. So and apartments aren't going to complain about getting filled up. And on top of that, I see a big revenue stream in the payment processing because they're going to charge 2 or 3% off of every rental payment. And most people, if you're like me, I would rather make my payment online with a credit card than having to go get a cashier's check or a money order and go drop it off in a little box and hope that it gets received. And then that one time it doesn't, they come chasing me down and try to,
Did you guys read the comments on this? I mean, this one guy, Javier Alvarez, he's not very happy with it. He says, little by little, the giant is taking control of all parts of the real estate business. He then goes on to say, about for sale by owners, the iBuyer movement, and now he feels that they're surely getting into property management as well.
Well, I don't see them being a property manager.
They're collecting rent. I mean, there's only what else?
Well, no, because they're not dealing with all the tenant issues, and that's what property management is. Collecting rent is like 20% of what a property manager does. The other 80% is getting the place make ready, actually getting it leased out, writing the contract, and then dealing with the headaches of being a landlord, cleaning the toilets clogged up. I got to send somebody out there. The maintenance on this is done. So I don't see them being property management. And you know what? Good for them. If they want to get into property management, then all the more power to them, as long as they do a great freaking job at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
This guy brings up the point.
Value.
This guy brings up the point that by them, knowing when these renters are going to be good candidates for buying homes, he feels they're just going to line them up directly with their pocket listings that they're creating through their iBuyer program.
Well, and maybe they will. Too. But I can tell you this: one apartment complex has more buyers in it than Zillow will have homes available for sale. So I think you're right on that. The idea that, oh my God, all of their buyers are going to go to their homes. No, they won't have that amount. They won't have that inventory. They won't have that availability.
Only time will tell where they're really going to take this. I can see how they may consider doing that. They've proven over the long term that they're not really looking out for our best interest.
No, they're not.
So we're just going to have to keep track of this and see where they really go.
They've also proven they're willing to take money wherever money is to be taken.
Absolutely. I don't know if that's a really good business strategy, but there's always a sucker out there who's willing to pay, so you never know. All right, we have to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. You're on the Realty Ruckus. We'll be right back.
Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you are interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555. Or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com.
Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is the place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. Make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube, where if you chat with us live during the show, we can answer your questions live on the air. Now, as we were going to break, we were talking about Zillow, we're talking about all these things. And I want to point out a comment on here,
and
I'd like to read it because it's amazing.
I love this comment. I really want to make sure that we take a minute to read it. But we also got to get into some events that we have coming up.
Absolutely.
All right.
Right after this, events. I just want to read this
all
comment.
Right. Y'all have to listen to this because this is so true.
So this guy says, look, the consumer has an affinity for formatted processes. That means a predictable way of doing things, an experience that can be duplicated. And he's right about that 100%. Since day one, Zillow has been consumer-centric and has provided a standardized way for the consumer to navigate in and around a transaction. Why? Because we as an industry have not. We're intoxicated with being industry-centric. Zillow took the chaos and insanity of dealing with 800 MLSs and standardized a way to search all of them in one place at one time. We did not. They offered the consumer an easy, automated estimate of the value of a property. We did not. They stay in touch with consumers who have raised their hand and are searching for a property, and we did not. They're now offering a new formatted way to easily sell a home. We did not. And now they're offering a better way to rent an apartment, and once again, we did not. And I think that's a very powerful statement because he's right. Look, as much as we want to dislike Zillow, they filled gaps that we as agents and NAR as an industry should have been filling.
This is the one thing that we've brought up to the table left and right as to why the leadership, which starts with NAR, isn't doing the right job for us. They're not really helping us fill those gaps. They're not looking at the industry as a whole and saying, hey, let's make sure that our real estate agents still have a job in the next 10 years.
Why has NAR not done this? Why has NAR not said, hey, you know what? Where does the biggest buyer pool come from?
Well, it seemed like they were going on Realtor.com, and then they just...
Well, they sold it.
They sold Realtor.com.
Yeah, as soon as there was a little bit of equity built into it, time to sell, time to cash out. They're not doing anything to build the industry. They're doing things to line their pockets. And that's the difference. Zillow's looking where they can line their pockets while filling those holes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it makes sense. They're entrepreneurials. And they're looking at it and they're saying we can make money because all of the real estate agents have forgotten, and the real estate agents are looking at leadership and saying, hey, help us. Like, why aren't we doing this? Why don't we have this software? Why don't we have this ability? I mean, this needs to come from the people that are collecting these millions and millions of dollars from our dues, from hundreds, if not millions, of real estate agents across the
I
could
nation. Not agree more.
You know, I mean, it's crazy that this is happening, and it's absolutely true. So it's just something that we have to deal with, and we start locally, and we start. This is what I love about HAR. They see it, like they're fighting for it. Like, like HAR is a fighter, man.
I would not be surprised if HAR started adding apartments to the MLS.
Like HAR sees a hole and they're like, all right, well, NAR's not going to do it, so
we'll fill it.
Here, we're going to do it. So
I give them big credits for that.
It's awesome that we're part of such an amazing organization here. It sucks that we're all part of such a weak organization nationally because we need more power.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
All right. I promised that I would only read that and then we jump into events. So David, what do we have for events, man?
We actually got ourselves as a company a lot of events, so I'm just going to go through those really. This first Monday coming up, we have the Team WPR. Well, it's not the summit. This time around, we're doing team building. And so this time, we're actually going to be at Topgolf in my hood, Timbuktu.
Yes.
What's up, guys?
We're going to Timbuktu North.
Yes. So agents out there that have been wondering, what it's like to be a part of Team WPR, this is actually a really good chance because everyone's just going to be kicking back, relaxing, playing Topgolf, having food and drinks thanks to our vendor partners. So if you're interested in joining us, please reach out to me personally, David at whitepicketrealty.com, so I can get you a discounted ticket so you can join our team. Again, that's this coming Monday. We're going to be out there. Do you know the hours?
Yeah, we're going to be there from 9 to 1.
9 to 1, okay.
And that includes breakfast, lunch, and
maybe a prize.
Drinks and some prizes.
And maybe a prize and something to wear. I mean, we'll see. We're not promising more than we can, but we are going to tell you it's going to be a really good time.
It's going to be a great time.
So we expect all of our agents. You know what? this company sounds freaking amazing. Let me just go check it out. This is a good opportunity for you to see the culture, for you to see what we're all about. We'll talk a little bit of business in the beginning, but really the rest of the day, it's all about getting to know each other and really bonding.
Absolutely.
And we do this every quarter. So we have 3 meetings where we sit down, we talk all business and self-development, and then 1 where we do fun stuff like this. Awesome. What else?
All right, so on Wednesday, following up that event, we have digital marketing for realtors, which is actually one of our more popular events. That's going to be held at Texas Title off of the Loop. Again, that's Wednesday the 8th, digital marketing for realtors. Remember, guys, you can find these events on our Facebook page and at Houston Real Estate Events. And then last but not least, the big one, August 14th, the Real Estate Rally. 400 real estate professionals at St. Arnold's Brewing Company. Free food, free beer all night long, and the greatest networking in town.
While you're there, I do need to say one thing. I've actually had a few people reach out to me asking if we're going to be in the new outdoor beer garden. I want to be clear. We're going to stay in the air-conditioned space on the inside.
So the beer garden
maybe
is not
October.
conditioned, right?
The beer garden is not closed in yet. They're
outside.
saying there will be an option for it to be closed in the future, but it's not built out. So it's not ready for us to go there. And guys, this is Houston. It's been 104 degrees. Let's be in the air conditioning.
Yes, yes, please. By the way, we still have VIP tickets. We're going to continue that, and we're going to be hanging out with the VIPs inside of the large venue. Like we did last time, and just keeping that going. Is that it for events?
That is it.
Man, incredible. Time flies. We're going to be on with Liz Miranda with her show this Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. As always,
Perfect.
We're just going to be bringing the show from a different venue and with an additional host. And I can't wait to share that with her and share that with you guys as well. So make sure you join us. We're on every Tuesday and Thursday, 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Keep up your ruckus, and we'll see you next time.
This has been the Realty Ruckus. Make sure and join us every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. Find us on YouTube and Facebook for replays of previous episodes. And as always, keep elevating yourself and keep up your ruckus. Thanks for listening. Realty Ruckus has been brought to you by Smart Pig Media Productions.